Hey, welcome World Entertainment, and there's one hell of an article here on Bounding into Comics that we're going to dive into about Ubisoft. More so, its subscription service, as its director of subscriptions, Philip Trimbley, has decided to come out and tell people, aka the consumer, the buyer, the paying customer, the gamers. He's decided to say it's time that they start feeling comfortable with not owning their games, because they want to get rid of physical games. They don't want you any longer to go to a store or wherever and purchase the game physically so you own it. They want you to subscribe, to rent it basically. So let's have a look at this, because this is the epitome of you will own nothing and you will be happy about it. So in offering his support to the dystopian concept of you will own nothing and be happy, Ubisoft Director of Subscriptions Philip Trimbley has opined that not only is the subscription-based service model an overall boon to the video game industry, but that the main factor standing in its widespread adoption by developers is the fact that players still prefer having and owning their games. Imagine that. Imagine forking out $70 for a game, and now they're telling you, oh, that's not fair, you shouldn't want to own it. Jesus Christ. So Trimbley shared his anti-consumer take on the medium's future following the announcement that Ubisoft's own in-house subscription service would be rebranded under a collective banner of Ubisoft Plus Premium. As explained by the developer in January 15th blog post, Ubisoft Multi-Access and PC Access will now become Ubisoft Plus Premium, offering day one new releases and early access where acceptable, alongside premium editions, monthly rewards, and more. Ubisoft is also introducing a new offer, Ubisoft Plus Classics on PC, a curated selection of popular back catalogue and live games. Elaborating on the difference between these subscription tiers, Trimbley explained in the same post, premium means day one access to new releases, and in some cases, like Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, early access to upcoming new releases. This is on top of our extensive back catalogue, where you'll have access to premium editions, DLCs, and monthly rewards, and all of this is offered on Xbox, PC, and Amazon Luna. What the hell is Amazon Luna? Never heard of that. And you'll only need to subscribe once to have access to these games across all these platforms. Players can subscribe to Ubisoft Plus Premium for a monthly fee of $18. So you're going to be paying $18 a month to not own any of this stuff. That's quite a lot. Alternatively, players can subscribe to Ubisoft Classics, a curated selection of our most popular back catalogue games like Far Cry 6, Rainbow Six Siege, and Watch Dogs Legion, he added. This catalogue will grow with time, is included for PlayStation Plus Extra and PlayStation Plus Premium members, and is now available on PC through the Ubisoft Store for $8 per month. Later pressed as to the decision which led to this business shift during an interview with GamesIndustries.biz Christopher Dring, the Ubisoft director detailed, "We looked at the consumer behavior and how people were interacting with our offer, and we saw an opportunity for us to evolve. When we look at how gamers engage with our different games, we see that our back catalogue is still very active and alive," said Trimbley. "So, we saw an opportunity to offer these worlds to our consumers for a lower fee, and this is a response to the behavior that we saw from players. To this end, Timberlake then told Dring that the move was also motivated by the fact that Ubisoft's streaming service have supposedly been proving to be a way for gamers to access our worlds who perhaps weren't inclined to purchase. These players are brand new, he asserts. We're shaking hands for the first time. It's been Ubisoft's strategy for as long as I've been here to try and reach more players with the franchises that we have. So I'm happy as the leader of this product to be able to deliver on that. From there, making note of the very noted Resistance video game players in particular have shown to signing away their consumer rights to a variety of digital storefronts. Dring then asked Timberlake as to how Ubisoft sought to sell their subscription service to this hesitant demographic. I don't have a crystal ball, but when you look at the different subscription services that are out there, we've had a rapid expansion over the last couple of years, but it's still relatively small compared to other models, the director replied. We're seeing expansion on console as the likes of PlayStation and Xbox bring new people in. On PC, from a Ubisoft standpoint, it's already been great, but we are looking to reach out more on PC, so we see opportunity there. Then turning to highlight what he saw as the primary roadblock to players signing up for streaming services in droves, Timberlake opined, one of the things we saw is that gamers are used to, a little bit like DVD, having and owning their games. That's the consumer shift that we need to happen, he declared. They got comfortable not owning their CD collection or DVD collection. That's a transformation that's been a bit slower to happen in games. As gamers grow comfortable in that aspect, you don't lose your progress. If you resume your game at another time, your progress file is still there. That's not being deleted. You don't lose what you've built in the game or your engagement with the game. So it's about feeling comfortable with not owning your game. So you can hear in all of that, they want new customers. And he thinks the way to go about getting new customers isn't just to alienate the existing customers, but is to try and convince new gamers to subscribe to a service. No, don't go out and buy games. Subscribe to us for $18 a month to play games that you probably won't enjoy because we're just shoveling crap, identity politics, real world scenario into our games just to bore the hell out of you. We're making the campaigns so short you can complete them in half an hour. Give us your money and don't own the game. Who cares if your progress isn't affected? It means if they want to get rid of the game, they can get rid of the game. You have no say. What are you going to do? Email them, say, but hang on, I was on level 12 and I saved up this amount of points and stuff. What do you mean you're getting rid of the game? You can't do that. No, they can do what they want, and that's the thing. You will own nothing and you will be happy for it. Buy physical media, people. Can't stress this enough. Buy physical media. They cannot take it off you once you have it. They cannot change it on you once you have it. They can't edit it or censor it or even just delete it. It's yours. It's in your hand. You own it no matter what happens. And these idiots thinking the way to get new gamers is to make them pay a monthly subscription to never own what they're playing. Yeah, don't see that working out so well for them. And if he wants to bring up streaming services, yeah, you might want to look closer at that because they're not working either. That's right, Disney Plus disaster. Amazon is about to lay off over several hundred people. Paramount Plus is a disaster. The only thing that is profitable, and it took years for them to finally do it, is Netflix. The streaming service is not viable, and streaming for gaming, yeah, not a hope is that taking off. What a fool. And I hope he has all that in mind when he's probably going to be standing in the unemployment lines, because I don't see this working out so well for Ubisoft. Idiots. So with that, I'll leave it there for this one. So cheers, I'll catch you in the next one.